Welcome to our show, International Student Brief. Today, we have some significant headlines making waves across the globe. First up, a federal judge has stepped in to halt the Trump administration's efforts to dismantle the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, a crucial agency that protects consumers from financial fraud. The ruling emphasizes the potential harm to consumers if the agency is shut down before the court can make a final decision. In other news, we delve into the harrowing experience of Ranjani Srinivasan, an Indian scholar whose life took a dramatic turn when her visa was revoked. Faced with the threat of arrest and feeling abandoned by her university, she made the tough decision to flee to Canada. Her story raises serious concerns about the treatment of international students and the chilling effects of government actions on free speech. Lastly, South Korea has made a startling admission regarding its adoption practices, acknowledging widespread malpractice in its agencies. This revelation comes from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, shedding light on the dark history of how children were sent abroad under false pretenses. The implications of this admission are profound, as many adoptees seek acknowledgement of their rights. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage of these important stories. The Independent reports that a federal judge has intervened to prevent the Trump administration from dismantling the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, an agency established to protect consumers following the 2008 financial crisis. U.S. District Judge Amy Berman Jackson issued a preliminary injunction, emphasizing the necessity of court action to preserve the agency from being shut down. She warned that without intervention, the administration would swiftly eliminate the CFPB, which safeguards consumers against financial fraud and deceptive practices. The ruling was celebrated by plaintiffs, including 83-year-old pastor Eva Steege, who expressed relief that the court upheld the Constitution's separation of powers and the agency's critical mission. In a gripping narrative from Al Jazeera, Ranjani Srinivasan, a PhD candidate from Columbia University, shares her harrowing experience of being expelled from the U.S. under the Trump administration's increasingly aggressive immigration policies. After receiving an alarming email about her visa revocation, Srinivasan faced a whirlwind of confusion, culminating in the arrival of Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) agents at her door. Fearing arrest due to her online advocacy for Palestine, she made the difficult decision to flee to Canada, leaving behind her belongings and beloved cat. The situation escalated when her name was publicly linked to accusations of being a terrorist sympathizer, further complicating her sense of safety and belonging. Srinivasan's ordeal highlights the precariousness faced by international students in the U.S., particularly those involved in politically sensitive discussions. The student workers of Columbia Union condemned the actions taken against her as a dangerous precedent, asserting that the university's failure to protect its students from such state overreach reflects a broader climate of fear among international scholars. As Srinivasan contemplates her future and the possibility of returning to complete her PhD, she grapples with feelings of betrayal by an institution she dedicated years to, underscoring the vulnerability of those caught in the crosshairs of political tensions and immigration enforcement. New York Times, South Korea has publicly acknowledged its long-standing adoption fraud practices, marking a significant moment for South Korean adoptees who have campaigned for recognition of these injustices. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission revealed that adoption agencies had falsified documents, presenting children as orphans to facilitate their overseas adoptions, often prioritizing profit over ethical considerations. This admission highlights a dark chapter in South Korea's history, where around 200,000 children were sent abroad, particularly to the United States and Europe, during a time when the country lacked a comprehensive welfare system for its vulnerable children. The Commission's report calls for a formal apology from the government, recognizing the violation of adoptees' rights and the trauma inflicted upon families. Nikkei Asia, Miniso Group, a Chinese lifestyle retailer, has reported impressive financial growth, with a 15.9% increase in net profit, reaching approximately $358 million for 2024. This surge is attributed to a rapid expansion of its store network, particularly in North America, where the company has seen its locations double to 350. The overall revenue rose by 22.8% to a record 16.9 billion yuan, with international sales accounting for a significant portion of its business. CEO Yi Guofu emphasized the company's commitment to disciplined spending while prioritizing same-store sales and revenue per square meter. As Miniso continues to thrive globally, it is also diversifying its product offerings, including popular merchandise from well-known intellectual properties, demonstrating a strategic approach to capitalize on both domestic and international markets. The Independent, as The Office celebrates its 20th anniversary, creators Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant reflect on the challenges and surprises of adapting their beloved British series for an American audience. Initially skeptical due to the history of failed remakes, both were pleasantly surprised by the success of the US version, which became a cultural phenomenon. They entrusted the adaptation to a talented American team, ensuring that the nuances of American office life were accurately portrayed. Steve Carell's portrayal of Michael Scott became iconic, while the casting of actors like John Krasinski and Rainn Wilson brought a fresh dynamic to the series. Despite the initial doubts about its longevity, the US The Office flourished for 9 seasons, evolving its characters and storylines, and ultimately earning a place in the hearts of viewers on both sides of the Atlantic. The Independent reports that Linda McMahon, the Secretary of Education, has expressed her commitment to collaborating with Congress as the Trump administration moves forward with plans to dismantle the Department of Education. During an interview with CNN's Dana Bash, McMahon emphasized that the administration will explore how to reorganize educational oversight in compliance with existing laws, acknowledging that changes may require legislative action. As President Trump has hinted at issuing an executive order to initiate this dismantling, confusion looms over how essential programs, like those aiding students with disabilities and managing student loans, will be transitioned to other federal agencies. McMahon asserted that these programs could be managed more efficiently outside the Department of Education, although she did not provide specific examples of current inefficiencies. The conversation also touched on the potential involvement of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in vaccination programs, to which McMahon responded ambiguously, reflecting the complexities and controversies surrounding health regulations in schools. As the nation awaits further clarity on these sweeping changes, the implications for students and educational institutions remain uncertain. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Lights dim, voices loud, headlines flashing loud. World in a frame and now, stories told, it's time to vow. Eyes glued, truth pursued, understanding woven through. Heartbeats race breaking through, knowledge spreads the new view. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, live and clear we convey. Shadows lift, facts unfold, moments chasing, stories told. Heroes, villains, tales of old. In this hour, truth is gold. Depths revealed, voices bright, news in focus, black and white. Every angle sheds some light, morning, evening, through the night. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, live and clear we convey. Truth and insight our way. Truth and insight our way. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, living clear we convey. Every story, every play, focus black and white. Every angle sheds some light. Morning, evening, through the night. Breaking the news, breaking the day. Truth and insight.